Hey guys, it's Yuri Elkaim, author of Eating for Energy, owner of Total Wellness Consulting. I thought I'd change up the format a little bit today and kind of use my my Mac iSight cam to answer some of your questions and give you some really cool kind of interactive feedback. And so that's what I'm doing. So I've got recently received a question from one of our clients who's been reading Eating for Energy, and I'd just like to share what he asked me this morning. So I'm going to read what he sent me. Are you ready? And then I'll give you the answer about it. Hey Yuri, I've only gotten through about 60 pages of the book. I'm eating fruits, the book being Eating for Energy. I'm eating fruits and veggies from my parents' fridge, and I have to eat protein. I'm good till about 2 p.m., then I need some type of chicken or something. I've been resistance training for 10 years on and off, eating protein with every meal. And in the last year I started yoga, meditating, playing more tennis than ever, and I've slimmed down to about 175 pounds. I used to be 190 pounds with zero flexibility, but I'm 29 now, and I've finally realized that 190 is not a healthy weight for my frame of about 6 feet. So my question is, what is the right amount of protein consumption for me? I've cut back my resistance training to 2 to 3 times a week. I play doubles tennis 3 times a week, play singles tennis 1 to 2 times a week, and I run 2 to 3 times a week for about 20 to 30 minutes each. Plus I'm on my feet all day training clients or teaching tennis, and I play hockey once a week as well. I'm also looking to start training for a marathon, but don't know enough about nutrition to sustain the energy. Can you help a brother out? Jeff. Wow. Well, first off, it sounds quite like quite an intensive schedule, and actually fairly similar to mine, except for the hockey bit of the marathon. But generally, this is a very consistent question that I receive amongst people who are adopting more of a raw foods diet, and they don't know necessarily how much protein to be eating because they don't. We've been fed these misconceptions and these marketing myths over the years that we need to eat meat and chicken and whatever else to get our protein. But in reality, the key is really just to eat a lot more whole foods. The World Health Organization says that 99% of the population can survive on 5% protein intake. So, it kind of goes against a lot of the common marketing stuff that we've been taught, saying that we need 20 to 30% protein in our diets, and even high protein diets that are, looking for more of that. It's not necessarily. Remember, kids, that high protein means acid in the body. Acid in the body means disease, breakdown, fatigue, lethargy, the whole bit, obesity, you name it. So it's not so much that, and again, Jeff, it's not so much that you need more protein, but you perhaps need to maybe mix up your foods a little bit more. So, if you're having a lot of fruits, maybe you want to look at having quite a bit more vegetables, because one of the signs of needing more protein, or sugar for that matter, could be that your body might just be too acidic. So you need to alkalize the body. You need to get more greens into your diet. Again, greens will be your best source of protein any day. For instance, spirulina. I'm just gonna, one sec. Okay, spirulina right here. If I can spin this around properly. Spirulina. That bad boy, you get 1 to 2 tablespoons, you're going to have more protein than you will in about an 8-ounce steak. Okay, 70% protein in spirulina. Any greens, wheatgrass, barley grass, the green leafy vegetables, kales, collards, Swiss chard, parsley, they're all great sources of protein, iron, essential minerals that you don't necessarily get all the time in other foods. So the key also, if you're transitioning to more of a raw foods diet, which you are, Jeff, the other thing you want to look at is perhaps incorporating some more substantial foods. So if you're just, if you're not getting a lot of healthy fats or proteins in, then most likely you're basically subsisting on carbs, simple sugar. So what you want to do is you want to look at foods that are going to kind of fill you up a little bit longer, and these would be healthier fats. So you can look at things like cashews, coconut meat, coconut water. You can add in coconut butter. Right, things like that to your smoothies. One of the things that I found really helpful for me has been adding coconut water and coconut meat into my smoothies, or coconut butter, to add a bit more substance, right? More grounding substance, some more healthy fats that keep me satiated for longer. You can also add more avocado into your diet. Avocado is a very, very healthy fat that again will ground you and keep you full for a little bit longer. So the key is really to alkalize your body by eating lots of greens, right? Reducing the amount of like simple fruits, unless you're, the fruits for sure, before and after your workouts because you need the simple sugars. But in terms of protein, a lot of times it's not so much that we're missing protein, but we're actually missing fat. And the healthy fats are the ones that we're looking at in their raw form, plant-based, right? So the coconuts, the avocados, the cashews, right? Nuts and seeds, very, very good sources. And again, the nuts and seeds, sprout them if you want, soak them if you want. You don't have to, but making sure that they're raw, unsalted. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, very, very good sources of protein and healthy fats. They'll keep you satiated for longer, and you won't feel those cravings to have chicken, meats, stuff like that all the time. And remember, we don't need animal flesh in our diet is going to create acid. It's going to create breakdown in our body. Right? So we want to be looking at more green vegetables, more raw fruits and vegetables in general. I sound like a broken record, but I hope, Jeff, that answers your question. And for anybody else who might be asking, how much protein do I need in my diet? It's not about a number. It's not about 5% or 10% or 15%. It's about consuming foods in their whole state. When you consume foods in their whole state, and healthy foods for that matter, you don't look at we're not looking at quantifying foods. We don't care if we're having 55 or 57% of carbohydrates or 62%. By eating whole foods, you eliminate the mechanization or the quantification, or foods are not numbers. We should not break them down. We have to look at eating whole foods, superfoods with plenty of nutrients, and that's really where it's at. As I kind of mentioned that superfood mark, Jeff, the other thing you want to look at, bee pollen, goji berries, amazing sources of proteins. Two of the best sources of proteins, full out amino acids, full spectrum of the amino acid complexes. Goji berries are one of the high sources of antioxidants, so if you can get the amino acids in through them as well as the bee pollen, you're going to be much better off. So bee pollen, goji berries, green vegetables, green leafy vegetables, spirulina, and you're set. So that's my answer to your question. Add more healthy fats into your diet to give you more satiating feeling. The coconut meat, the coconut water, coconut butter, avocados, healthier fats will keep you satiated for longer, and you won't have to worry about having that chicken after 2 p.m. Okay, Jeff, hope that answers your question, and I hope everyone else has learned some valuable lessons from this, my friends. In the meantime, if you need more information, go to eatingforenergy.ca, get a copy of my book. It's absolutely groundbreaking. Whether or not you're a raw foodist or you just want to start eating healthier, this book will absolutely shatter your mind and give you information that you never thought was possible. Stuff that your doctor, the medical establishment has not told you and will not tell you because there's no money in it. There's money in dairy, there's money in meats, there's no money in vegetables. Read the book and you'll find out. This is Yuri Elkaim. I'll see you next time.